Hello and welcome back to part 2 of Stew My Way. Now we're doing the dumplings, so we've got our dumpling mix, which is just here. Very simple this. Right, that's the flour in. I'm going to add a bit of this. Now this is pure suet. I don't know if you can see that. This stuff, it comes as a dumpling mix, and you can see it's just little lumps of fat, and they make great dumplings. So I'm just going to add a bit of that to there. Now my next step is to get, well, you'll see in a minute, I've got the plain flour out. Anyway, so I now need some cold water. I'll just take this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all you need. Then, when you've done that, grab a fork. I'm going to use this one and just mix it in. Now you're looking here for a nice firm dough. I need to add a bit more suet. Oh, blow it, I'll just use all that. We love dumplings anyway. Yes, anyway, right. Now, we're looking, like I said, for this thick dough. It's only like a pastry. It's, you know, now to get any excess water, just run a bit of plain flour into it. You know, or you can use anything. You can use self-raising flour if you want to. Self-raising flour just makes them a bit bigger. You know, if you like big dumplings like I do, then you know, self-raising flour is probably the best, but I'm just using a bit of plain flour this time because the fat, the suet that's actually in the mix will actually make them swell anyway. Right, so there's my dough. As you can see, it's nice and thick. There's not very much there, but I've run out of dumpling mix, so it'll be next week now before I can get some more. Anyway, I'm going to put a bit more flour in there because it's still a little too wet for my liking. Now these things, when they grow, when they swell in the liquid, they become very light and very fluffy. Right, I've not uploaded the first part of the video yet. I was doing it this afternoon, and one thing led to another, and I was busy doing something else, and I forgot to do it. So anyway, I shall upload the whole thing in a bit, but I'm pretty sure that if you like, you know, if you like a nice stew, you're going to love dumplings with them. Now I've just got the flour on my hands. I'll take the lid off my slow cooker. My stew is really looking nice. It is really looking nice. Now you've got to flour your hands a lot. You need a lot of flour on your hands for this, because yes, it is very sticky. And it doesn't matter how much flour you add to the inside, the dough will always stay sticky. There's my dough. I'm going to get half a dozen dumplings out of that little bit, believe it or not. Right, I just need a bit more flour on my hands, because like I said, it is still sticky. It's supposed to be sticky, until you actually put them in your slow cooker. Now I'm just adding this as I go. So once I've got the sort of stickiness out, it's not easy, it's not an easy job, but once you can sort of get the stickiness out, give them a knead. Just get a little bit of air in there, because this stuff, like bread, it does get extremely, what's the word, you can put a lot of air into it, if you know what I mean. It's like self-raising flour. You know, when you're making bread and you've got your yeast and you've got to knead it, well, it's basically like that, only with this, the more air you put in it, the lighter your dumplings are. And I love dumplings with lots of air in. I like I said, I like them big. I like big dumplings because they go lighter the more air you put in them. Now you can only do so much of that, but yes. Anyway, just break a piece like that. That's all you need, a little piece. Roll it in your floured hands. Now at this point, if your hands are not floured, that's going to be all over your hand. Now there's a nice little ball, as you can see, a nice little ball of dough, straight in your mix. That's all you need. You know, that's all it is. I need a bit more flour on my hands. They only take a minute to make, but believe you me, they don't half swell up. And you leave them in, what, half an hour, 40 minutes, you know, 45 minutes, and you watch them grow. They're absolutely beautiful. And you don't, if you've got dumplings in a stew, you don't need any bread when you eat it. When you have your stew, you don't need any bread. Especially if you put in as many as I do, because I always, you know, I'm only making for 3. When you put in a lot of dumplings like I do, the best way to do them is make them sort of medium. Leave them, like I said, for about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You know, let them swell, let them cook. It's 4 o'clock now. I'm going to want my tea in about 40 minutes. So this is why you do them this time. I've got 6, I'm putting 2 more in. There's 1. And my last one. And that's my dumplings in. Right. I'll show you in a second. Just let me wash my hands so I don't get flour all over my iPad. Gets everywhere, suet mix. Absolutely everywhere. But you can't beat it. You know, this is what you need in a meal. Especially when the weather's good. Yeah, that as well. Especially when the weather's like it is. It's cold, it's pouring down, and you know, you need a healthy meal, a nice hearty meal. Best meal on earth, a stew. I don't know if you agree with me, but you know, you can't beat it. A friend of mine from Wales, she makes them with whole leeks, and she puts a leek in, cuts it in 4, you know, and she makes beautiful meals. Look at that. Now, just how nice is that? Now, they're cooking lovely. So, I'm going to leave it there. That is my meal for today. I'm putting my lid back on. That will now be ready in about 40 minutes, you know, about 20 to 5 from 4 o'clock. And I can serve it up about 1:45. So enjoy, If you like what you see, please come back, like and subscribe, and people keep liking, I'll keep making. Thank you very much. Bye for now.